Dan, Moran, and I were going to do a demo just like that. But we decided that we would save them.
It wouldn't be a good idea, no. No, it wouldn't be a good idea.
We'd save them.
Yeah, save us some other time.
Another year.
Another year.
Great. Dan Moran is with Baptist Health, but more importantly, he's with an organization that's doing some really, it's called Home Connection Companions. And also Calling to Check. And I thought, what's Calling to Check? So he's going to tell us what Calling to Check is.
Sure. Well, let me tell you a bit about Home Connection Companions, Ann. Home Connection Companions has been as part of another business that we have, which is part of Baptist Health. And what we do is we provide people to go into someone's home to help. And usually it's a
non-medical, right?
Non-medical, right. You know, it might be a mom, a dad, a brother, a sister, and they need some help because they want to stay independent. They want to stay in their home. And
I mean, what's more comfortable than to be in your own surroundings?
Right, and it's proven that people who stay in their house, in their own homes longer, live longer, and they have a better quality of life. So we go in, and we may go in for 3 hours, may go in for a day, may go in for overnight. To help them. And it could be light housekeeping, helping prepare a meal, organization, just sitting and talking, taking them out to a movie.
Sometimes they just need companionship.
Take them out to a movie.
Oh, so you can take them like to the grocery store?
Sure, to the doctor's appointments, whatever they need. And we have a schedule, but we don't have to adhere to it all the time, and the schedules do change. And it's remarkable how people respond to it. And they get to know the companion, they become part of the family.
I was going to say, it would seem to me you would form a deep connection with the person, especially when you start to hear their stories.
Yes.
And hear about their families, and maybe some unfortunate relationships that they have that they need to talk about. How does someone decide to be part of your team?
To be a companion? Well, you know, it takes a special person. It takes a person who's very, very caring, very compassionate, who who's fun. They like to communicate. You know, they have a keen sense of people's needs, and because sometimes we'll go into a situation and the person may not tell you that something's going on, but you have to kind of sense it. So it's kind of a very unique person. We're blessed. We have a very good team of companions who are well trained, very qualified, and they know how to spot situations and how to handle that.
So they can kind of even alert family members or
definitely.
if there's a problem going on.
Right. The family member may not know because sometimes.
Well, they might be living in another area.
It could be. It could be living in another area, or that's maybe mom and dad doesn't want to tell them about it, and they see it.
Well, that's true.
And they kind of become the conduit, and that kind of helps. Or as you mentioned, the people who are not in the area, who they just want to know that somebody's in seeing mom or dad, 2, 3, one time a week, whatever it may be. So that's it's a special person that does this type of work.
Now we do know that people that are living alone could have a physical problem and be injured or something. But maybe they don't need the help every day because they're pretty good. They can do everything, but they could fall down a flight of stairs. They could do something like that. You have the Calling to Check.
Yes.
What is that?
Calling to Check is something that's brand new. And somebody said to me, Dan, where'd you come up with that idea? Well, I can't say that it came out of my brain. I was walking through the Daytona Beach airport, and I looked at a billboard on the wall, and I said, wow, that's interesting. It was a concept of a company doing that in the Daytona area, where essentially what it is, everybody's busy today, and they may have time to have a structured, I'm going to call my mom at 10 o'clock every morning to see how she's doing. That's what we do. So we jump in, and it may be 1 time, 2 times, but we recommend 5 times a week, Monday through Friday.
At least.
Yes, we'll call. If it's 10 o'clock in the morning, we'll call and say, Ann, just checking in, how's everything going? And it's usually a 5 to 8 minute conversation. It's kind of, they get to know each other. We call our callers comfort callers.
Comfort. I love the name.
Yes, yeah. And they're trained in, again, the same thing, how to pick up little signs of there may be something wrong. And it's that peace of mind. If you're living in California and your mom's living in Schenectady, and you want to know that somebody's checking every day to be sure that they're okay. And if they're not, we have a protocol that we follow.
Now, can you call Kokomo, Indiana, if you had to?
Oh yeah, we can. Yes, it doesn't make difference anywhere.
To do a check. Now, this does not replace having one of those.
Oh no, not at all.
Does not replace
that. Highly recommend that.
I don't want to mention names, but there's
a lot of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
And and that whoever has one wears it, because that's one
Well,
of the big issues.
it's interesting. I talked to a woman. She's in her family got her one, and I said, "Oh, do you wear it?" And she said, "Oh, no, I never wear it." And I go, "Well, why not?" She says, "Well, I keep it hanging in the bathroom because if I get sick, I'll be in the bathroom." I go, "I don't think that's going to work that way. I think that if you fall out down your stairs going out to your garden,
Right.
that's not going to help you in the bathroom."
You know, it's funny. It's not funny, but you know, my mother-in-law.
Peculiar.
Yeah, it's peculiar. Thank you. Mother-in-law was 84 years old 2 weeks ago. Fell in the shower, shattered her hip, and
ouch.
so luckily she's in an apartment that has a emergency cord, but it doesn't work the same as like the instant response.
Yeah.
So everything okay? I said, "Joan, were you wearing your thing?" "No, I keep it on the bedstand."
Because you could wear it in the shower, though.
Yeah, anywhere. Right. She "No, I kept it on the bedstand, so I know where it is." That's not the idea.
No, I don't know what it takes to, and I'm talking to you. If you have one of those, go get it now and put it on.
Put it on your neck. Put it on your bracelet.
It's not that heavy.
No, it's not, no.
that.
No.
Do you think that perhaps people who don't wear it think that it labels them?
Yes. Absolutely, and I did some research, just reading about that.
Put a star on it. Make
it
it
look pretty.
Look fancy.
Right, make it look pretty.
Put some beads around it.
Well, the new ones that are coming out actually they look like a watch, and they're very nice. You can't even tell.
Yeah.
But you know, again, if you have one, please put it on.
Yeah, and you can wear it underneath your top and stuff. If that really, why I don't know why, but anyway.
So the idea of calling to check is that we want to provide peace of mind to the family. And to the mom, dad, sister, brothers at home as well. And they look. Some people I talked to in the business who were very helpful told me that the people look forward to these calls because they just want to talk to somebody.
Yep.
They want to tell you about the weather in Michigan. That's fine. Or they want to talk about their dog or their kids or the grandkids. That's great.
Now, someone that you hire to do this, to make the calls, a comfort caller,
right.
Can they do that from their home, or do they have to go to a center?
Right now, they come to our office.
Okay.
And not saying that they couldn't do it from home, and we may want to look at doing that, but right now, we're having them come to the office.
You want to monitor it.
Monitor it, because we are, again, it's a new venture, we're learning more, so it's best if they come to our office now. But at some point in time, no, they don't have to be there. It's a great job for somebody who's home and wants to pick up a couple hours a day, making some phone calls and talking to great people.
Yeah.
And it's very inexpensive. It's not an expensive proposition.
It's a peace of mind. It's a peace of knowing that your loved one, and you can still make your own calls.
Sure.
I'm telling you not to make your calls.
No, we encourage that.
This is not a substitute for that. But at least you have a third party looking into this and kind of monitoring it. Where, like you said, sometimes mom might not want to tell you something.
No, that's true. Yeah. And the other thing we do too is that at the end of every call, we either text or email the responsible party, the family, and say, "Hey, I just talked to mom.
And she's
doing great." Or, "Hey, maybe you better talk to mom. Something's bothering her about so and so."
Yeah.
And we follow through with them, so they know that we're on top. They know every day that we're doing this, and it's very interesting.
What a great idea! Yeah. And I love it, and I think that it's great. And you're part of Baptist Health.
We are part of Baptist Health, right?
Yeah.
And the Baptist team has been very helpful to us in launching this and helping us, figure out the marketing for it. So it's an exciting venture, and I'm looking forward to helping a lot of people.
If someone wanted to be a comfort caller, would they come where? I mean, where is your place of?
Oh, we're on 11 Computer Drive West in Colony, just off Wolf Road. Very convenient location.
So you're in Colony,
we're in
Colony,
that's
yes. Where they would go.
Yeah.
I just was trying to give people, if they were thinking that they might like to try this, and would they call you?
Yes, if somebody has, you can.
Or would they just go to your website?
Call me. Go to my website either, or we have www.callingtocheck.com, or they can give our office a call and talk as well. And we do an assessment to determine what their needs are, and then we'll structure something that will work for them. And then we ask if it's a son or a daughter to connect us with their parent, and we have a kind of three-way conference call so they know what's going on, and then we take over from there.
Good idea. This is a win-win situation.
I hope so.
Yeah, and remember to still wear your thingy here.
Yes, wear your thingy. Yes, because you never know when you're going to fall, or you need something else.
No predicting.
No predicting.
It's called an accident.
Yes.
You're not going to be in a specific place.
Yep.
Right?
And my mother-in-law Joan is watching this. Joan, I told you so. But she's doing great, so we're thrilled.
Great. Get it off the bedstand and put it on.
Yep.
Get it out of the bathroom, put it on. Right, good. And, maybe you want somebody to give you a call. So
Yes.
You're the guy to call,
Yes,
right?
we are.
Good. Dan Moran with Calling to Check and Connection Companions. And we've got both of their websites up there. So, and you can always go to my Facebook page to find out more about these guests that I have on the show. You're going to see photos. You're going to see extra material that they have sent us. And you'll be able to contact them. So check out my Facebook page. And thanks so much, Dan.
Thank you.
Nice to
Thank
meet
you.
Yeah,
Thank you for
good. Say hi
having
to
me in.
Ruth for me.
I will.
Good.